It's raining men. Hallelujah, it's raining men. Hey, hey. Hello. Hi guys, this is Isha Chheda. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. This video is part 2 of my weight loss journey. If you all haven't seen the part 1 yet, please go and watch. I'll link it in the description box. My part 1 is more about my journey, why I started the whole weight loss, my workout, the things and the habits that I started following, the habits I had to quit, and stuff like that. Although this particular video is going to be a detailed description of my whole diet. In the last video, I mentioned that I started intermittent fasting. I followed intermittent fasting for 6 months, and except that, I also had a portion control diet. So today I'm going to break it to you guys, this whole intermittent fasting and the number of calories and what I meant by portion control that I consumed in the whole 6 months. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so before I begin with the whole diet, just one small thing that I need to remind you guys is that I said in the last video also that I made sure that I'm drinking at least 3.5 to 4 liters of water every single day. Just make sure that you're keeping a bottle with you on the table or wherever you're going. Just keep a bottle with you always so that you don't forget to drink water. For that matter, even set reminders because it literally is that important to drink some water, okay? Okay, so now beginning with about, what am I even saying? Okay, so beginning with my diet, I used to follow intermittent fasting for 6 months, and I'm going to divide it for you guys into 3 parts, which is 2 months each. According to my age, like any girl for that matter, between the age group of 18 is to 30 years of age, she should be consuming 1800 to 2000 calories in one day. Okay, now y'all can, according to your gender, according to your age or anything, y'all can just look it up on the internet, and I'm pretty sure y'all will get the fixed amount of calories that your body should be consuming. For me, it was between 1800 to 2000 calories. Now that is for any normal person who's not trying to lose weight. Okay, so for me, who is trying to lose weight, I obviously had to cut down the calories that I'm consuming. So that's why for the first 2 months, I was following the 14:10 pattern of intermittent fasting, where I used to have 3 meals, which was breakfast, lunch, dinner. I used to even have snacks, and out of all of that, I used to, like, counting all of that, I used to consume around 1400 to 1500 calories in one day. For the next 2 months, I was following the 16:8 intermittent fasting pattern, where I was consuming around 1100 to 1200 calories a day. And that is when again I was having 3 meals per day, which was breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And I was also having snacks. But again, I used the app Healthify Me, or I used to just search it on the internet and see whatever I'm eating, how many calories does it have. And for the last 2 months, I used to follow 18:6 intermittent fasting pattern. And that is when I was consuming 900 to 1000 calories per day. Now, starting with the 3 meals of the day, which is breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I'm going to begin with first, which is breakfast, with my favorite meal of the day. Breakfasts are the best. Okay, so I'll begin with breakfast. I used to consume coffee, which is black coffee and fruit, and some garam nashta, like something very filling for breakfast. So it usually used to be any fruit, which is apple or banana or grapes or strawberries, just anything which is sometimes even seasonal. And if it's not seasonal, I used to have banana or apple. And with black coffee, I used to have poha sometimes, hummus with bread sometimes, upma, or I would have chalti. I don't know if you all know chalti, but it's this green color dal, uttappa made of that. I used to have banana and oat pancakes. Oh my god, they're so delicious. I used to have oats uttappa. So there are variety of nutritious healthy breakfast options. It's not, like compulsory that you have to begin your day with tea, which is made of milk and sugar and everything. Like, just have oily stuff. ऐसा जरूरी नहीं होता है. Like, there are great breakfast and lunch and dinner options that are so nutritional and so healthy. So I would usually go with black coffee and some fruit and something heavy to eat for my breakfast. Then came lunch. So while lunch, I used to, one mistake that we Indians do usually is that we have a lot of rotis for lunch, or we end up eating a lot of rice for lunch. But what we forget is that those are carbs in the end. I'm not saying carbs are not important, because they're very important. Okay, it's important for you guys to have carbohydrates also, or else you're going to have weakness in your body, or else you're going to tend to faint or something like that. So please eat enough carbs also. But yeah, what we do is we just like हम टूट पड़ते हैं रोटी पे या राइस पे. What I did instead was I made sure I took lots of sabzi and maybe just 3 rotis or 2 rotis. Okay, in the first 2 months I used to have 3 rotis. In the next 2 months, which is the third and fourth, I used to have 2 rotis, and even in the last 2 months, which is fifth and sixth, I used to have 2 rotis. Now I would take lots of sabzi, 2-3 rotis, lots of salad. Okay, that is so much fiber. It's just going to push out the toxins in your body, and it's going to give you the right vitamins and nutrition also. It's going to keep your skin clear. So yeah, I used to have salads and a bowl, like a bowl full of dal and a bowl of some curd. Okay, so I'll have curd, dal, salad and sabzi and 2-3 rotis. And when I'm eating rotis, I won't eat rice. But if I'm bored with like rotis someday, I would go for rice, which is brown rice. So I would have brown rice and dal with curd and salad. So curd, salad and dal, these 3 things were like mandatory for me. Only roti sabzi or like dal rice, like that would change for me. I would either have brown rice with dal, or I would make a pongal, like a brown rice pongal, or I would have palak rice. You all can look up these recipes on the internet very easily. So that is what I had for lunch. Now coming to dinner. For dinner, I made sure that I consumed either soup or salad for dinner. Okay, any vegetable soup goes very well for your dinner, so make sure you're having either soup or salad. Sometimes salads can get boring, because if you can't practically have salads like twice a day. If you can, good for you, but I literally got very bored of having salads twice a day. So I would switch it for soup. Like you can have even tomato soup, but make sure. Okay, so these soup authentic recipes, these usually add some sort of flour to it. Okay, I think it's corn flour, or they even add sugar to it. So just try that. If you are making soup, you're making your version of it, which just purely has veggies that are boiled. It has water and veggies and salt and pepper, but not sugar and all of that. So why is my mouth watering? Because soups are tasty. Yeah, so I would go for all these vegetable soups, but wouldn't make the authentic version of it that had like corn flour and sugar and all of that in it. So yeah, I would either go for soup or salad. With soup and salad though, what I had for dinner was something light, because I usually like having light dinner. So I would go for khichdi, or I would go for like a saute of vegetables and paneer together with soup. Again, it's sort of a salad, but it tastes damn good. I would have dosa. I would have a brown bread sandwich and soup. I would eat handwa. I've eaten steam idli. I've gone for Caesar salad. I would have soya chunks ki sabzi with roti and soup. Basically, just these things with soup. Anything that is ghar ka, anything that is healthy is great. Okay, so as a vegetarian, I had very less options for protein. Okay, I mean, of course, if you're a non-vegetarian, you've got this thing sorted. But I was a vegetarian, and I like my only source of protein was dal. But that is something that I was like mandatorily having only in lunch. But except dal, just please make sure that either breakfast or dinner, one of these things, also have enough protein for you. Like they are protein rich meals for you in the whole day. Okay, dal is something that you're having for sure, compulsory. Even lunch can be the meal for that matter that is protein rich. Like have a paneer bhurji or some vegetable like that, or have soya chunks or something like that. Chickpeas are great in protein again. So make sure I'll having hummus or something like that. It tastes also so good. Like hummus tastes very nice. So you all can have, just make sure like one of these meals of yours is just a dedicated protein rich meal for you. Except that, there's just one more topic that I want to cover. In the last 2 months, when I was following the 18:6 diet, you all might be thinking that if I'm fasting for 18 hours, then in 6 hours, how can I have 3 meals? So what I did was, I used to have 2 or 3 fruits with black coffee for breakfast. That's it, because fruits are very light. So I would have 2 or 3 fruits and black coffee for breakfast. Although my lunch and dinner used to be just how it used to be even in the previous months. Talking about the most awaited and fun part of any diet, which is cheat days or cheat meals. So I would have one cheat day in 30 days. I know, sounds scary, sounds difficult, but believe me, my diet had lots of options. Everything that I had was pretty much tasty. Everything that you cannot eat and is unhealthy, I had an alternative for almost all of that. So I did not really feel like having cheat meals that often. If there is anything else that you'll want to know more about my diet, anything that you'll want to ask me, you can just put it in the comment section below and I will make sure I read and answer that. So that is it about my diet. In the end, I just want to ask you all, the last video of this series is going to be what I eat in a day. Although I want you to vote and tell me that would you all like to watch what I eat in a day or what I eat in a week, because there are a few recipes like I said, banana oat pancakes, or the way I made my soups and salads, or the way I made my pongal rice. Few recipes in the diet that you might not find on the internet, because those are things that I just mixed up and made, and it was pretty healthy. So just let me know in the comment section that do you all want what I eat in a day or what I eat in a week. Let me know in the comment section below and I will shoot that. In the end, you all know the drill. Please like, share, subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you'll get a notification the next time I post a video. Thanks for watching this video, you guys. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.